Alright guys, today we're surfing good old Del Mar. For those of you who know about Del Mar, it's very fun. Gets really good waves, but probably the most sharky place in North County. Yeah, like Del Mar and Oceanside are probably the most sharkiest, but you know, just part of it, you know. You just go out there, have some fun, and just try not to think about sharks. But if you grew up surfing North County or any part of the California coast, you know, it's kind of in the back of your mind. You see them every now and then, but you know, some places are a little sharkier than others. But we're good. We're here for the waves. They're here for the waves. Just out here to have some fun. Gonna go meet up my boy Finn. Just got back from Portugal. So yeah, let's see what we got. I think there's like a little south swell, and later tonight it's gonna be the Tamarack Slamathon or whatever that shit is, when there's like 50 people on one wave at Tamarack and they're all just on soft tops, like dropping in on each other. It's going down tonight, so hopefully I could get a little piece of that action. So, but for now, we're surfing Del Mar. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's a little boat, a little dinghy out there, a helicopter. They're probably trying to scare off any of the sharks that are swimming by the coast. I think we'll be fine. What's up, guys?
Dude, if you take a right and go into the swim zone, the lifeguard's got to flag further down.
Oh! What would you say?
Only place I ever saw one.
Saw what? Oh, there's a seal right there.
No, it's just everywhere. Dude, so I went paddleboarding last night, guys. I saw the biggest sea lion ever.
Yeah?
Like, really, like, probably like 10 feet long. Like, just chilling on this.
Oh.
That's up the waves, Mark. That's up the waves.
What?
Dude, a lot of these are doubling up, maybe.
Yeah, the tide's coming up, I think.
I think it's going down. The tide's gonna be like, what time is it right now?
Oh, maybe it's like flattened out now. The question is the seal running away from something? It's running away from Finn because Finn burns everybody. Just kidding.
Probably running away from Finn's air rebuild.
Alright, we're checking the second spot. All right, guys, so I just got back from the beach and I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna make some tacos. I'm gonna have to wait to eat them because they take a couple hours to make, but it'll be worth it because these are like the best tacos. Found this recipe super long time ago, and everyone who's tried them has said that they're the best tacos ever. So I'll show you exactly what you need and show you how you do it. All right, so first off, you're gonna want one of these kind of pots. Something big enough that it could, kind of boil down. This is a slow cooking, slow roast. So you're gonna want something kind of bigger and with the lid. Next, you're gonna want 2 tomatoes, 1 whole onion. You could even do half an onion, and 3 to 4 garlic cloves. Just about half of an orange juice, beef stock, cilantro, purple or red onion, white corn tortillas, chuck roast. I typically buy 2 because a lot of it gets cooked down, and if I'm putting in the work to make this, I want to get as much meat as much as I can out of it, because it's really good for leftovers. If you don't finish all of it tonight, you just heat it up and throw it into taco. And here are all my spices. I got 2 tablespoons of normal chili powder, 1 tablespoon Mexican oregano, 1 tablespoon of ground coriander, 1 tablespoon of ground allspice, and 1 tablespoon of cumin. Now, if you want to add salt and pepper, you can. I like to add it as I go, just kind of feel it out, taste it, and yeah. And you're gonna want to add 2 bay leaves. I don't really know what bay leaves do. I don't know if they add a ton of flavor, to be honest, but the recipe calls for it, and all the fancy chefs always put it in, so we're doing it. Now, one of my aunts told me to put in a tablespoon of baking soda into whatever you're cooking, specifically something that's acidic. The baking soda will kind of cook out all the acidity. I know some people put sugar in it, but the sugar really just sweetens it up. It doesn't actually take out the, acidity. So if you have like heartburn and things like that, tablespoon of this, bring it to a boil, you should be good. So to start off, we're gonna chop up our vegetables. 3, 2, 1. So now that we have our vegetables chopped up, we're gonna put this to the side for just a moment, and we're gonna work on our beef. We wanna get a good sear on this, so I'm gonna just chop it up in little pieces and then throw it into the pot. And once it's all seared up, I will remove it, throw in my vegetables, and then we'll go from there. So I got a medium-high heat going, and I threw in some olive oil. We're just gonna throw in our meat. This is why it's really important to have a big pot so that you don't overcrowd the pot, so you get a good even sear on the meat. You're gonna wanna flip these guys over a couple times, just get a good sear, and then all of that meat juice, whatever is gonna stick to the bottom of the pot, will actually adhere to the vegetables that we chopped up, and that's gonna go in right after we pull these guys out. Now, you don't wanna cook it, you just want a good little sear going, and you see all that stuff on the bottom that's collecting? That's what we want. Now I'm gonna pull these out and put them to the side for now. All right, so I got my girlfriend here. She just got back from work. We're gonna throw these guys into our pot. Into the pot.
That's how you do it.
Not onto the floor.
Extra for the dog.
And I'm gonna wanna bring this down just a bit to like a medium. All right, so I got my seasonings. I'm gonna just put them in here and give it a stir. You want it all to kind of just come together. We got it on a medium heat. And just let those flavors kind of just come together. That's what you want. All right, so the original recipe calls for, I believe, 2 cups of beef stock, but I put the whole thing in because honestly I love beef stock. It's healthy for you and it's just good. I like it when it's super beefy. I'm gonna get a close up on that. All right.
You heard it here first. OFAC likes it super beefy.
All right, so we got our orange juice. I'm gonna put about 2 cups or 1.5 cups of this. We're gonna put our bay leaves in now. And then next, we're gonna put in our meat. So what I'm gonna do is gonna bring this to a boil. I'll put a little bit of that baking soda in, and then I'll turn down the heat and put my lid on. And then at that point, I'll just let it cook for about 3 to 4 hours. And by then we should have ready to eat tacos. All right, guys, so just warming up my tortillas. As you see here, all the meat is done. I shredded it up. That's what you want right there. Lay it down. A little bit more.
That's the cheapest it's ever been.
And this is my chopped onion, cilantro, and spicy serrano peppers. Take a little bit of raw onion. Little serrano to give it some kick. Voila. Final taste test. That's insane. You guys gotta try that.